Everyone, welcome to the new video. So today we will see about day 12 of Terraform tutorial series, where we are going to check the source code for Terraform with AWS, and this source code you can use and practice it, and then you can write it in your resume. So this source code will be useful for you, which you can practice, which you can take a clone of it, you can fetch the source code and practice it, and then add it in your resume. So without further ado, let's go. Today we are into day 12, but before going to day 12, in day 11 we saw about Terraform Cloud and Enterprise, where we saw the overview of Terraform Cloud and how it actually works. So now in day 12 we are going to see on Terraform with AWS, and I'll provide a source code also to you, which and the GitHub repo link. That source code you can use and try it from your end. Uh, which, after trying and understanding the resources and modules that we have used, you can include that in your resume too. So before this, earlier in this video I talked about the three automation DevOps project that you can add, and Terraform was one of the project, creating the infrastructure through Terraform. So you can use the source code given in this video and understand about the source code, the resources, and how we have used modules, variables, outputs. And if you are going to explore about AWS cloud, then of course you can show this in your resume. So without further ado, let's go. So I'll provide this GitHub link or GitHub repo link. So in this, we are going to create a Terraform EC2, that is server, inside VPC with security group deployment. And this repo contains a complete AWS infrastructure deployment using Terraform modules. We will deploy VPC, subnets, internet gateway, then a route table, security group, EC2 instance. And to understand that what are these resources in AWS, I'll make a detailed video tomorrow for sure, so that the confusion that what all this means in cloud, that is also removed. So today I'm giving the source code. You can go through the source code just for your Terraform practice, and to understand more about that what we are creating, what is VPC, what are subnets, internet gateway, route table, security, EC2 instance. I'll make a separate video tomorrow so that you can add it in your resume, and whatever questions are asked, whether it is from Terraform or whether it is from AWS, you are ready to answer. So requirements are that Terraform should be installed and the version should be greater than 1.0. AWS CLI should be configured, and then you should have the user, this access ID and the token to connect to the um, AWS cloud. And to after everything is there, your code is there, your script is there, you just need to do Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, auto approve, and that's it, your work is done. So this is a Terraform AWS project where I have it is in a form of modules, where first of all I've created the modules for EC2 security groups and VPC, and then I have a main.tf where I'm calling all these modules.vpc, module/vpc, module/security groups, and module/ec2. So this is a sequence it is going to follow, but first VPC should be created, then security group should be created, and then EC2 will be created inside that. So VPC is a virtual private cloud. Inside that, security groups are for, it is for providing the security and the isolation and the CIDR block, and then the EC2 is created inside it. So this is how, we this is what I mean by EC2 security groups and VPC. And for each module, it has its own main.tf, to create. And everything we have discussed in the Terraform tutorial series, so I'm not explaining each and everything in detail, but I'm just showing that what all we have in EC2. Again, we have output, we have variables.tf, and variables.tf we haven't defined anything because these are modules and we are not going to define anything. um, the things are defined in main.tf, so that you can use, because reusable code modules are just not just the reusable code. That's why we don't keep any fixed value of variable, and we are defining it like this. Similarly, in security group we have again main.tf, and it will which traffic should be allowed, which traffic should be not allowed. Everything we will be handling in the security group that we have to give. And again the output.tf, and then for in output.tf we'll get the security group id, and we have variables.tf. um then comes the VPC. VPC is where our VPC, then subnet, and after creating the VPC, the subnet will be created, the route table will be created for internet access, and then we will be associating the route table with the subnet. So this is how the chronology is. But yeah, to understand about AWS, I'll make a detailed video tomorrow for sure. So all these things, why this chronology has been followed, and why, what resources, what function that resource does, that we'll understand. So I think for just trying AWS and adding it in a resume, this source code will be helpful to you and you can use it. So yeah. So that's all for today's video. I hope it's helpful. Please let me know views in the comment section. Till then, take care. Bye.